Okay, so 2003 Toyota 4runner rear emergency brake shoes. So I was pulling the drum hub rotor off and it broke the spring, not the spring, but the cap here. So it popped off and it stretched my curved pin. So I had to get a new pin because the brake was rubbing. And getting this back on, if you know, it can be a real buttocks. So this is the idea that I came up with to get it back on. Basically, this is the base right here. Okay, the bottom of the spring assembly that the spring sits on. I use this stuff called Dum Dum. I'm not sure, that's what we used to call it in the stereo shop days, but it's the stuff that is a pain in the butt to get off of doors that are on that plastic water protecting shield inside a door panel. Yeah, if you can find it, that's what you need, because you put this on the base of the spring like this other side I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna stick it in there so it stays, and then I'm gonna stick my small zip tied up spring on it like this, and then I'm gonna stick the pin, which I don't know where it is, the other one anyway. I'm gonna stick the pin through the back, and I also put Dum Dum on this part so the pin stayed where it needs to be in the general vicinity anyway. The trick with this thing here on the left side is you got to kind of rotate it to give you enough of the pin to be able to put this top on. And what it did for the top was I actually used a little magnet to get it in there, and then once it's in there, I used these needle nose, which were a perfect fit to get inside either side of the top here to be able to turn it to get it on. It should be somewhat loose because the spring is totally compressed. And then I took a razor blade here and cut my zip ties off. And then if you're worried about the Dum Dum getting on your brake shoes, which I'm really not that concerned about it, you could probably take a torch and pick as much as you can off, of course, and then maybe take a torch and burn that stuff off before you put your rotor back on. There you go. I didn't see any videos on this. Really kind of tricky little deal. This hub is just in the way, you know. And there's only one hole that's, as far as on my car, that's big enough to get your needle nose in there to be able to spin the top on. Good luck.